And it just transformed my life. So when I say about tithing, I just don't mean that it's just about the money. It's about being true and being faithful to God. And that's the most important thing.
Welcome to Grace Walks. It's here that we're finding and discovering the footsteps toward the favor of God. The Bible tells us in Revelation chapter 12, verse number 11, that they overcame by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. I believe that it's so important that people hear individuals that have experienced the healing power and the favor of God in their lives. Not only will it glorify God, but it will be a blessing to others who will hear their testimony. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Sherri Freeman. I'm from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. My story or my testimony starts about tithing. I started tithing about 2002, and I didn't know anything about tithing at the point. One of the ladies that I worked with gave me a challenge. She had strong faith. We started to work there together, and I was talking to her about how I was barely being able to pay my bills. I was barely able to make it, and how financially strapped I was. And she challenged me. She said, if you would just tithe for 1 month and keep a track of what you pay, if you don't get see a return or see something coming back to you, I'll give you your money back. And so she gave me this scripture, and it says, bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house, and prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that shall not be room enough to receive it. When I did that first month, it changed the trajectory of my life. Here I am 20 years later, and I can't afford not to tithe. I can't afford not to bless. I can't afford not to give, because you can't beat God giving. And when I tell you that when I say it's not just the financial part, my professional life grew. My life changed tremendously. So if you want to see God move in a powerful way in your life, and I mean that, you need to try it. Just try it for 1 month. And I will challenge anybody. If you do it for 1 month and you prove God and you ask God, because that's what the word says, and the word won't come back void. But you have to try it. Because no matter how many times somebody tells you to do it, until you do it yourself, it won't make a difference. So all the, getting up, saying whatever, and talking about you can't pay your bills, you can't do this. If you don't tithe, I don't mean tipping God. I mean tithing and doing it by the scripture. Because at the end of the day, that's our commandment, and that's what we're supposed to do. And it has been a blessing to me. And I just want to be a blessing to someone else by my testimony.